The Jellyfish in Dungeon Defenders 2 has absolutely always been a crazy, crazy good blaster. And it just got a heavy-duty boost. So let's check out the buff and see how we would want to build these out. Now, first things first, there is some confusion amongst players. I've seen quite a few people talking about how it hits 4 targets now instead of 3. It hits 10 targets, y'all. That's just off. So we see we put one down here. And kaboom, it's going to blast 10 targets. Now, what the change was the individual beams. 3 beams used to be able to hit 1 enemy. So, like in this situation, we got 10 targets. It's gonna, or we've only got 6 targets. It's gonna hit all 6 of these targets, and then additional dummies are gonna take the additional shots out of the 10. Now, of course, there is an incredibly good shard for it, Focused Current, which drops that down to only 6 targets, but gives a whopping 130% defense damage boost, making it pretty damn badass. Now, so what basically this means is we've got 6 beams shooting out right now. So 1 target can handle up to 4 beams. It used to be 1 target could handle up to 3 beams. Now 1 target can handle up to 4. So, for example, we've got, 6 targets here. If each target can handle 4, that's 24 blasts. So we would need, 1 more? So with 4 of these down, every shot or every beam that goes out is hitting a target. However, if we put another one down, it's going to lose some shots there. It's still going to take shots in between other ones getting hit. Because remember, that's at one time. But it is going to lose some effectiveness when you go that many. So basically, the TLDR is you used to be able to have 3 beams hit 1 target. Now you can have 4 beams hit 1 target. But now that we got past that, let's get into this enormous range buff. So this thing's now got a maximum range of 6,500 range units. It does scale better with Vicious than it does with Deadly, so you're going to want to pop Vicious in there. And let's take a look and see what we can get to in various setups. Now, first off, if we just pop it down, hopefully that's a good spot. We pop it down. Let's give it diffusion on a buff beam. Let's also give it a range pylon. Let's let all of that stuff soak in there. And then let's check out what the range is at. All right, it's got the pylon and everything boosted. We're at 5919 range. That is with using Vicious Strikes. So on this setup, we've got controller, defense rate, and anti-melee, defense crit chance, godly roll, and then we're using Vicious Strikes. That gets us to 5,900. Now, if we look at the range here at 5,900, it's what? It looks like it's just past the lip of this little platform that Proteus stands on. So just going past over to, just a little ways here, past the edge of this particular marking. Now, what is 6,500 going to look like? See, the thing is once you get into big ranges like this, the difference between 5,900 and 6,500 is not that much. And what it's going to take for you to get there is you're still going to have to use Vicious, but you're going to have to give it one of 2 things. Well, one of 3 things, I guess. You could pop out one of your damage shards and use Deadly Strikes, which I would definitely not suggest at all. Or you could use a ranged mod, or you can use a range godly roll. Your choice. So if we take a look at it here with the range mod, we are now at 6,500. If we take a look at it here with the godly roll, we are now 6,500 as well. But what does 6,500 look like? Well, there you go. There is the difference. So it's a little bit past Proteus's feet, it looks like. So, like, I think we're going from hitting here to hitting about here. It's not an incredible difference. It's not an incredible difference at all. In fact, what is this? That's 1,000. That's too much range. Let's see. Well, I don't want to pull my range gambit out. But 1,000 range units is from there to there. So 600 is, figure 60% of that area. So that's all you're getting out of it by giving up either a godly roll or a mod slot. Now, by all means, you can do it, and this thing is still going to be a powerhouse. However, for me personally, I don't think it's worth giving up either of those slots just to gain that small amount of range. So I think the ideal setup here would probably be defense rate, anti-melee, and crit chance, or controller servo, assuming you are using the electrocute combo with these guys, and, you know, like adding in a water aura or whatever. And then crit chance would be better if your crit damage on your defense is over 140%. So more than 140%, crit chance would work. Assuming you are always using crowd control, then controller would be a better option. Now, yeah, like I said, it's just, that just doesn't seem like a whole lot of range to me, considering we are already reaching way, way, way over there. So, I think 600 range, when you're talking about something that is going from, say, 2,000 to 2,600, is going to look far more substantial. However, when you're already sitting on that, 5,900 range, getting to 6,500 doesn't seem like a big deal. I think I would rather have the damage. So, in my personal opinion, I would not give up crit chance, and I would not give up a mod slot for that small amount of range. Now, once again, those options are out there. You go with a range godly roll, or if you went with a range mod, it's going to get you to the range cap either way you take it. But that will do it for now. I'm looking forward to hopping into a few maps and getting things running with this Jellyfish, because like I said, it's always been a blaster. I don't know why people stopped using them, because everyone used them like crazy when the Aquarian first came out. And then everybody just stopped using them. I think they, moved on to a different flavor of the month. But these things are absolute blasters. They just got a low-key damage nerf with the number of beams that can hit one target, and an absolutely massive range buff. So, well worth checking out. I am going to be doing just that. There is no doubt. But thanks a ton for watching, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon.